Hey, twinkle, twinkle, it's your boy Starr Lyfe, TSF Business AGP representative. And look, we back with Starr Lyfe Speaks. I got another story for y'all. Now listen, y'all know right now I'm currently 40 years old. I'll be 41 in September. It's 2026. It's May 25th. 40 years old. I've never smoked or drank in my life. That's not what I do. I've tried both. It's not what I do. I just been sober my whole entire life. People can't believe it. Like, you don't smoke, nope, don't do it. And today we're gonna get into the reasons why. And today, the first video is gonna be about my smoking. The 2 times I've tried to smoke. Horrible. Horrible. Ugh. All right, this is why I don't smoke to this day. I tried to smoke twice, and both times it didn't work. All right, let's go to the first time. I need y'all to like, comment, and subscribe if y'all like these videos because I got so many stories. Y'all gonna be like, somebody gonna make a movie out of my life. But anyway, all right, let's get to the first time. Boom, 16 years old. Like I said on the last video, my mama used to work overnight. So we did a lot of stuff over there. Shout out to my mama, working at Dickness. So boom, everybody's over there and everybody's smoking. And remember I'm 40 now. This is when I was 16. That's like what? 100 years ago. Back then it was just Reggie. Wasn't no loud or none of that. It was just Reggie. So they in there smoking. I'm still not the cool guy yet. I'm just little Sweet Pea. I hated that name. I'm just little Sweet Pea, the guy from the little boy from California. So boom. It was a girl in there I was trying to impress. I forgot what girl it was. But there was a girl in there I was trying to impress. So I'm like, man, today might be the day that I smoke. I think I'm gonna try this. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna smoke with y'all today. And they was like, oh, dang, you gonna smoke. So I said, let me get myself together. So I went downstairs and I was really just going downstairs to psych myself up. And what's crazy was the homeboy that stayed in the apartments, he was coming towards my way while I was down there and he was smoking. So I'm thinking in my head, all right, let me pre-smoke so I can get ready and then go up there and be good. So I'm like, hey man, let me smoke with you. And he was like, look, Dion, he's gonna call me Dion Sweetpea. Look, Dion, you gonna smoke? I'm like, yeah, let me try it. And he was like, all right. And I got it. And I'm like, I just started thinking about the movies. They take the big old puffs in the movies. Like the bigger the puff, I don't know, I thought the bigger the puff, like the easier to get. So I took the biggest puff in the world. He said, no. I said, what? I coughed and instantly, the world just flipped upside down. He said, bro, what you doing? He said, y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? He said, bro, you weren't supposed to hit it that hard. I said, why? He said, bro, this is wet. Do y'all know what wet is? I said, what? I already know what wet is. If you don't know what it is, some people call it PCP. What's another word for it? Some people call it, I don't know, wet, PCP, whatever you call it, you know what it is. They don't usually put that in weed. I've heard about dipping cigarettes in it. I ain't never heard about nobody putting that in no damn weed. That's the stuff that they use for dead bodies. I forgot the word for it, but embalming fluid. Yes, I freaking smoked embalming fluid. My first time ever smoking. What? Man, soon as he said that, boom. Remember we in Oklahoma, right? And it's leaves all on the ground. Soon as he said that, every leaf turned into a lizard. I said, oh. So now I'm jumping over the leaves. I'm like, get these lizards. Jumping over the lizards. He dying laughing. He like, oh, he messed up. So he run inside to get everybody like, hey, Dion smoked with me, y'all. He out here tripping. So everybody run downstairs and I'm out there, why y'all laughing? And I'm jumping over these leaves thinking they lizards. They dying laughing. And I'm 16, so y'all gotta do the math on this. I'm 16 years old, so do the math on this. I don't know what year, I forgot what year this is, but probably like 2002. Yeah, probably about 2002. Yep. So about 2002, I think I was 17, 2003. I don't know, but 16, I'm young. Boom, jumping over lizards. Remember how little I am. So imagine this little big head dude with braids jumping over lizards in the middle of the night. They dying laughing. So boom, I heard somebody said, give him some milk to drink. In my head, they just said, run full speed to the store right now. Now, if you know Twin Lake Apartments on 6030 MacArthur, it's building, corner store. And it's a hallway that go all the way through it to the corner store. So I sprinted. I was apartment 6227. That's way in the back. As soon as they said he needed to give him some milk to drink, I sprinted all through these hallways to the corner store. And they chasing me laughing. Ah! I'm running full speed scared. I just need to get some milk because I'm tripping. So I ran in the store and I ran straight to the thing. And the store dude, I forgot his name, but he knew I was. He was like, hey, what you doing, Dion? I ran, opened the milk, and I poured the milk all over me in the store. Poured the milk. He was like, Dion, what you doing? And they was like, we got him. He smoked for the first time. So now he laughing. Oh, y'all done got Sweet Pea high, y'all got Dion high. And I'm like, oh man. So boom. He was like, we'll clean it up. And so he was like, don't worry about it, I got it. So now they got me. He gave me a towel. Went to the back, got a towel. He gave me a towel. So now I'm walking back, just tripping like this with milk all over me. So now they still laughing, but they like, dang, all right, he messed up for real. So now they go in the house and they sit me on the couch and they laugh and they was like, dang, now they talking to the homie like, why you give him wet? And he was like, I didn't tell him, he just hit it before I could tell him what it was. So somebody was like, man, he need to get in the shower and just go to sleep or something. So boom. What they just said in my head was just get in the shower right now, full speed with your clothes on. So I jetted, got in the shower. Luckily, I turned on the cold and didn't turn on the hot. I just turned on one of them. I'm jumping in the shower fully clothed. They like, oh my God, he tripping. So they chase me in the shower. They get me out the shower, put a towel around me, and they give me back to the couch. They were like, he is tripping. And now they like, the laughs, they still laughing, but it's coming down a little bit. Like, okay, he tripping. So boom, they was like, man, give him some fresh air. Take him outside. And I'm like, I got it. So I go outside, and every apartment got I was upstairs. Every apartment got like a gate, and then it's like a gate, right, like a little fence thing, and then the stairs down there. You can just like lean on here and collect your thoughts. So I'm on a gate like this, and I'm like, oh man. And then boom, this is when the hallucination kicks in. I look up, and I see my mama. Like my mama's in the air. I don't know, it looked like she was standing in the air. I was like 19 feet tall or something. All my mama was saying was, I'ma beat your ass. What? I'm like, mama? She's like, yes, I'm finna beat you. I used to be so scared of my mama. I told my mama original crib from original. I'm gonna beat your ass. Not gonna lie, guys. I know how, in our black culture, you're not supposed to snitch and all that stuff. Not gonna lie, I told on everybody. Yep, everybody. To my hallucinated mama, even though that wasn't my mama was at work, that was just a hallucination, told on everybody. I don't care, whatever. Mama, it wasn't me. Gary the one. I told on everybody. I mentioned every name that I could think. Any homie that I had at the time, I threw him under the bus. Gary, Sean, Theron, Antonio, every homie I mentioned, we all getting a whooping today. Yep. And they walked outside, they was like, who he talking to? And they seen I wasn't talking to nobody. They was like, oh, he tripping. So they brought me back in the house. They was like, bro, sit down, you tripping. And so I sat down. Now this is where the story get a little scary. This is where it get a little crazy. All right, so I'm sitting there, and one of the girls was like, he need to go to sleep. And so boom, I was like, all right, I'm finna go. So all right, now y'all gonna have to pay attention on this. This is the real. This is when it get real. Pay attention on this. It's no more funny. It's no more funny. Pay attention. I get up and I fall. Boom, I fall face down. Remember, I'm face down. I fall face down. You don't have eyes in the back of your head. Face down. So they was like, let him sleep. He tripping. Let him sleep. Swear to God. Now, remember, I'm 16. This was before iPhones and Google and internet. When I tell this part of the story, when I say this part of the story, y'all can just Google it and be like, oh, okay, this is what happened. Back then you couldn't Google it. So you either had to believe me or not believe me. So it was a toss up when I tell this next part. So boom, I swear, when I hit the ground, my body came out of my body. Like my body came out of my body, babe. Like my body came out of my body. Dude, and this body was sober. Like I wasn't high no more. Do you know how scared I was? I thought I was dead. I'm like, oh, and I'm talking. I'm like, oh, I'm dead. Oh my God. And I'm looking at everybody. I seen everybody. I seen me on the ground. I'm in the air. I'm like, I'm dead. You know what everybody do when they think they dead. Boy, I got to praying to Jesus. Please, Lord, please put me back in my body. I don't know. I would never smoke again. Please. Well, I didn't know what I was doing. And so I guess I was laying there too long. Everybody started tripping. I just started seeing everybody scattering, and I seen one of the girls start crying, and then my cousin, Chris Cutter was there. Well, I see Chris Cutter. He was trying to get me up, and somebody, I don't know who was there, but somebody was being funny. You know, one thing somebody would do, if you just really want to make somebody move, hit him in his nuts or grab his nuts, you know, little kid stuff. And I didn't move. That's when they was like, oh, this nigga dead. They was really tripping, like, oh. But I remember this. The first thing somebody said was, my mama name is Roz. Roz gonna kill us. Oh, that was like they were worried about me being dead. They were worried about my mama getting them. I'm like, oh. So boom, I don't know what happened. I think it was my cousin's look of seriousness, but for some reason, I just like, it was like fast, like, whoop, and I went right back in my body, and I was like, and I raised up, I was like, and they was like, cuz, nigga, go in the room. And they put me in the room, go to sleep. They was like, nigga, you ain't never smoking again. So boom, that happened. And of course we didn't tell my mama, you know. The next day, everybody came back over and we started talking about it. And I was like, you know, they was telling me how much I was tripping. And then they was like, this is when, believe or not believe. They was like, bro, you know, you was on the ground and we thought you was dead. I was like, no, I seen y'all. And, you know, half the people was like, how you see us? I'm like, bro, my body came out of my body. And, you know, this is back then, no Google. They was like, how your body come out your body? Your body come out. So for years, nobody believed me. Some people did. But then, you know, when we got a little older, now these phones is here. We can Google it. And we found out it's called an out-of-body experience. So, you know, now people be like, dang, you had an out-of-body experience. But yeah, so I had an out-of-body experience. That scared me like tremendously. And I never smoked again. So boom, that's why I didn't smoke. But then 16 years later, I was 32. Yeah, 32, 16 years later. My baby mama, Barbie doll, had got booked. Me, Barbie doll, and Kid B, Brandon, Kid B, we went over there to Paris, France, overseas, Paris, France, to do Barbie's video. This is when Barbie doll was rapping. So this is 16 years. So for 16 years, I didn't smoke. Everybody tried to get me to smoke. You know, people used to say, this is why, I'm gonna tell you the second part. People used to be like, you just did that because you smoked wet. You smoked PCP. That's why you trip like that. Smoke this regular weed, smoke this loud, smoke this exotic, smoke this. And I still wouldn't do it. But now, 16 years later, now we got these iPhones. I got social media. I'm a young star now. And, you know, so I'm like, you know what? I'm grown. Let me just try this. I've been stressing. I got kids now. Maybe this might help me. So boom, we over there and we went to Paris, France. But for some reason, I don't know why, we went to Amsterdam, Netherlands too. We went to Amsterdam. And if you don't know about Amsterdam, Netherlands, you can go ahead and Google and research Amsterdam, Netherlands and marijuana. I don't know why I tried it over there, but anyway. So we went to Amsterdam, Netherlands as well. So boom, I'm like, y'all know what? No, it was either Kid or Barbie. One of them was like, you want to try to smoke again now that you're older? We overseas. Not a lot of people get to see overseas over some music. That's why I told you, I traveled the world with music. But anyway, I was like, you know what? Load up the cameras. Let's do it. So boom, I had my two phones. I went live on Instagram and I went live on like Facebook. And then Barbie had my mama on FaceTime because my mama, you know, eventually I end up telling my mama what happened. And she tried to whoop me years later, but she can't catch me. She old. So now she's on the phone. I'm like, Mama, I'm finna try it again. She was like, boy, don't do it. You know you can't smoke. So boom, second time. Out there, you smoking like coffee shops. It was like coffee shops or something. So when you're in a coffee shop and I'm telling the dude like, hey, I'm finna try to smoke. This is my second time trying it, but this is gonna be real weed. Last time was PCP. Don't ask any questions. I don't like lizards, milk, and I don't wanna have an out-of-body experience. Just give me the weed. So boom, they was like, all right, you ready? So now, people been hearing the story for 16 years. So my live, on both lives, all you see is, oh, she's Starr finna smoke. Oh, here we go. Other people like, don't have an out-of-body experience again. So now I got people watching. So they really hit it. I'm like, you ready? Like, here we go. So I hit it. I do it again. This is regular weed this time. I hit it. Instantly, it was aliens everywhere. Like, aliens came from nowhere. I said, oh my God, where am I at? I took off running out the coffee shop. They dying. All you see in the comments is like, he did it again. Laughing. My mama is in tears. Barbie's dying laughing. Kid B. I'm running. I'm like, oh my God, the aliens trying to get me. And they chasing me like, stop. And I'm like, no, I'm not stopping for you, alien. I thought they was aliens. So I'm running out. Now, I'm faster now. I done dodged them. Now, this is what was the craziest part. I'm not in Twin Lakes on 63rd and MacArthur. I'm in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Cars going the other way. The buildings look different. I'm asking people for help. They don't speak this language. I thought I got kidnapped. I start crying. I was crying. 32 years old crying. I was like, I done got kidnapped, cuz. Oh my God, what is going down? And somebody was like, you okay? I was like, get off of me. You're not finna take me. And I was tripping. The guy was trying to take me, trying to take my booty. My booty little. You ain't taking my booty. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm tripping. And Barbie and them finally catch up to me. They on the ground dying laughing. And I juke them now. Boom. I run. I go to I don't know how I found our hotel, but I found our hotel. I go in the hotel and I'm like, please. This was at 11. I remember this time because it was the check-in wasn't until 12 and this was at 11. And I was like, please, can I get a room, please? Luckily, he spoke a little English. Oh, I got lucky. I'm like, can I get my room, please? I said, I'm high and I think I got kidnapped and alien trying to take my butt and my butt little. I don't want to do that. And he started dying laughing. He's like, it's okay. I'll let you get your room. And boom, he let me get the room. I went to sleep the whole day. I missed the whole day at Amsterdam, Netherlands. We were supposed to go see the Anne Frank thing. We were supposed to do all type of stuff. I missed the whole day. And I woke up like that night. And I met up with everybody. And they like, bro, yep. And I went back on live. I'm like, what happened, y'all? And they were like, yep, you just can't smoke. And I'm like, I guess not. And yeah, so PCP messed me up. Regular weed messed me up. And that's why to this day, 40 years old, about to be 41, I don't smoke. I'm not even going to attempt to try it now with y'all new exotic weed. So boom. Yeah, that's why I don't smoke. I'll tell y'all why I don't drink on next video. I tried to drink with DJ Khaled. Yeah, they really didn't work. So boom. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me a crazy story of what y'all got. Do you smoke? Do y'all smoke? Tell me a crazy story about, I want to hear a story about y'all first time smoking. Was it good? Was it bad? I want to hear some stories about that. Like I said, this Starr Lyfe TSF Business AGP, and I'm gone. Twinkle, twinkle, West Side 63rd Street.